on.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my speech. This is here to inform you on the side effects of secondhand smoke. So who here hasn't gone for a nice meal, spent $100, you know, had a prime rib, had the best of the best, and then had a puff of smoke breathed in your face? Whether you're a smoker or not, eating a meal like that with smoke in your face is just no good. So what happens to me when people smoke? Well, my eyes get red, puffy, and well, the only thing is I look into is I see ashes in an ashtray. Sorry, my picture's a little small, but the presenter wasn't working right, so you're just going to have to bear with me. But everyone knows what a full ashtray looks like, right? So what's the difference between secondhand smoke and first-hand smoke? Well, first-hand smoke goes through a filter. You don't get as many toxins, there isn't as many side effects. Secondhand smoke, you get twice as many toxins, and there's like a whole 3 to 4 more times cancer-causing agents in secondhand smoke than there is in primary smoke. So, why do I hate it so much? It just plain is disgusting. It's costly, and the environmental effects far outweigh the benefits of this good smoke. So, what happens to a non-smoker when they're around smoke? Well, according to Penn State University, a smoker inhales a smoke about 8 to 9 times in a 24-second period, while a cigarette tends to burn for about 12 minutes, polluting the air the whole entire time. While secondhand smokers, they get to breathe in the smoke the whole entire time that it's smoking. And not to mention, if you have a cigar or a pipe, those tend to smoke even longer. Also, studies show, again with the side stream smoke, which is the secondhand smoke, that there are 3 to 4 times more cancer-causing agents, but that's just a repeat from what I said before. So, what else happens when you're in a room full of smoke? Well, for a non-smoker that's been in a room for more than 30 minutes, or heck, let's go with less than, but this particular experiment had 30 minutes, and what happened to them? Well, they're increased in carbon dioxide level in their blood, so they're not getting as much oxygen. Their blood pressure had increased, and their heart rate had increased substantially. Now, what does that mean? Well, over a long period of time, this can lead to different side effects, cardiac effects, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to bore you with some more statistics because, well, like you didn't know that smoking was bad for you, but this is always good. The California Environmental Protection Agency estimates that between 4,500 to 7,500 people died per year attributed to secondhand smoke. Wow, that's quite a bit if you ask me. In Canada, it's estimated that 100 children die each year due to maternal exposure in the home alone. These are infants. These are innocent infants. Like, wow, like, at least have the decency to go outside. Secondhand smoke increases your chances of heart disease by about 30% for at least, and is accountable for at least 35,000 deaths annually in the US alone. 35,000 deaths annually, just because we like to smoke. So what other kinds of effects are caused from secondhand smoke? Well, in adults, you're going to see heart disease, lung cancer, nasal and sinus cancer, and respiratory disease. And in kids, you're going to get sudden infant death syndrome, growth impairments, continuous respiratory infections, and a chronic middle ear infection. So bear with me here. My graph is a little bit vague, but you know, like again, my projector wasn't working, so I'm just going to show everyone here. And this just lets you show on, this is when smoking was started, and this is the effects of cancer after, about 20 years after smoke. As you can tell, it went along with the smoking, you know, it went along with substantially growing with the smoking. So, in the end, is smoking bad for you? Heck yeah. Is it right for them to ban smoking in an enclosed area? I think so, and the general public tends to agree with me. Smokers tend not to agree with me, but let's face it, it is a bit of an infringement on their rights, but again, if you look at the non-smoker, it's not. So, what are you going to walk away from this speech with? Well, let's face it, smoking's bad for us. Secondhand smoke is even worse. At least have the common decency, if you're going to smoke, do it in the privacy of the outdoors or in your own home. So if anyone comes to your home, you know, that's them entering into your domain. But if it's not your domain, please have respect for the other person and not to smoke, or at least ask them if it's okay. And I'm just going to remind you that it has a lot of harmful health effects. There's environmental, social, economical costs that are also associated with smoking. You know, these are just this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is all I can say in about, 5 minutes that I need to with this speech. Does the government have the right to look out for the common welfare of the general public? Well, I think they do, because it tends to be the norm that people don't seem to care as long as they smoke, right? So, in the end, if you're going to smoke, do it outdoors, or not in the whereabouts of people that don't like to smoke, or children. Please, save the children at least. Where did I get this information? Well, smokefree.canada, smokersclub.inc.com, that's a smokers club in Grand Forks. Penn State University educational website as well, and lungcancerwebsite.ca on the effects of secondhand smoke. Now, everybody hates a smoker, especially when they're breathing in your face. And just a mental note, a non-smoker always has to breathe in more smoke than a smoker. Huh? Yeah, why, you ask? Because a non-smoker has positive ions around us attracting smoke to us. Where a smoker, those positive ions have been lost, causing them not to taste, not to have to breathe in as much smoke, because the smoke isn't attracted to us. So yes, it is true, a non-smoker does breathe in more smoke, according to Penn State University experiments, and me being a non-smoker, I just don't like it either. Thank you, and is there any questions before I leave? No? All right, thank you, and have a good day.